Okay, so I'll just check that this is. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Is that right? Oh no, that's the built-in microphone. Let's try this one. See if that one works. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Great. So we're having a bit of a take it easy class today. Because it's very hot. It's not as hot as it was last Monday, but it's still pretty hot. So we'll just start with a nice warm up, make sure all our joints are happy. And does your garden do you have Wi-Fi where you live?
You'd have to plug it in, but I can do that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I have sat in the garden with
July,
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we'll be in your garden. Although the day after the folk festival, the Cambridge Folk Festival, I will have that day off.
Yeah, whatever day.
Because I'll have been stewarding till stupid o'clock, and I'll just need to. Yeah. I'll need a break. So we're just turning the waist. Make sure your knees are in line with the toes. So we're going to go through the Bardwan gin that both me and Amy went to on Thursday. And great fun it was too, because then after the Bardwan gin we went to Mike's Tai Chi class. So it was good. So we got a Tai Chi epic, didn't we? It was like the war and peace of Tai Chi. So we're just doing this. So you just want to let yourself just really relax everything. So we haven't got many more of the Swap and Prior classes, unfortunately, because although Reach is doing really well, we had quite a lot of people for Tai Chi and tea, and everyone had a wonderful time, and they all liked it. And we did the Bardwan gin sitting down, so we can start it sitting down, and then we can look at it standing up, and we can compare the two. Because he did, didn't he? He said those of you that are teaching, you should do the whole thing sitting down as well. So this is part of my homework. Has he sent the video yet?
I think so.
Could you forward it to me? Because I've not received anything, because I signed up quite late. He sent the video of what we did, and I've looked at my email and I haven't got it. So.
Spam.
Oh, I haven't looked in my spam. It might be in my spam. That's a good point. Was it in your spam or was it in your main inbox?
I think it's in my inbox, but I also had something saying that I had delays in sending some of my emails.
Okay.
I mean, delays in things being sent to me.
Ah, okay. Could you forward me the video?
Yeah.
That would be really useful. Thank you.
Yeah, anything that goes to a lot of people, they're very likely to go to spam.
Oh, I didn't think of that, because he'll have sent it to loads of people, wouldn't he? Because there was about 20 odd people in there. It was over 20 people that turned up.
Anything with multiple recipients, then just look on it as spam somewhere.
So.
And I've lost a lot of things that way.
Sink the hips. Just let the muscles relax. And then open the arms. So I've got I'm a bit behind on uploading the videos on the YouTube channel. I will sort that out as ASAP. I did a couple of them over the weekend and run out of time, so We'll just do a bit of bounce. So he's still recovering from, is it a flu or something? Or?
I'm alright. I mean, it was a fortnight before I really got anywhere near vaccinating again, and then
Yeah.
just sort of picking up now and getting back into things.
Yeah, I think that our immune systems just aren't working quite as well as they used to in the olden days because of being shut away for 2 years with no,
Yeah,
basically like in a germ-free environment.
that could very well be it.
I'm
I've
just
never
wondering.
been so ill for so long before.
So really, I think we should be just hanging around in big crowds
Children
and catching
and
as much
yeah.
around loads
Yeah.
of sort of anyone that's got lots of germs in them.
Yeah.
Hang around with them,
Yeah.
get your immune system up.
Yeah.
Hope you don't catch anything too horrible though. I think. Yeah, so we're just very gently. We're not gonna. We're just making sure all our joints are happy. Oh. And when's it going to get cool again? Does anyone know?
Could be a,
It's going to
could be
get warm
tomorrow.
again.
It could be back down to 10, couldn't it? I mean, this is England.
It's all very strange, isn't it? And then shake.
I thought after the thunderstorms yesterday it was going to cool.
No, the kitchen in Reach is fantastic, actually. Really good. But so yeah, it'll be from July. It'll be just an hour, 5 till 6, at your garden.
Really?
Hey, that'd be fun. And then probably what I might do in August is just stick it on Zoom if anyone wants to.
Yeah.
I'm away for 2 weeks in August.
Yeah, just pick your favourites and do it on August. And
Yeah, I think if we do a few, we'll do a few Zooms only in August at the same time, 5 till 6, so we're used to it. Well, if you let me know which ones you're away, and then we'll pick a couple.
Last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks. All right. Well, why don't we do the first 2 weeks in August on Zoom,
and then leave it.
and then leave it for a bit because I've got my travels and things, and yeah, I finally got Marion from the folk club. She explained how to use the Sun Up, and I've managed to get some payment. I tried it out this morning. So now if you haven't got the right money, it doesn't matter. I'll just have my magic machine and there we go. It's very good. I'm modern now. Not really. So let's just go very slowly. So we've got the chin tucked in. Oh, it's quite nice, isn't it?
Sun's out again.
The sun's out. Yeah, if you want to go and get the last bit of sun, you're very welcome.
I think I'm warm enough.
I think I'm a bit fed up with the sun at the moment.
So saying it came out again.
Did it rain at all yesterday?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Throw it down.
Did it?
Yeah, we
I was
had a
getting on
proper
the bus to go home
monsoon.
when it started tipping down.
Excellent.
We had a monsoon moment.
A monsoon moment
Were you
because
still
it
there
doesn't
when it
feel.
threw it
Yeah,
down?
I stayed till the end of the.
I was
Yeah, pretty much the end.
We had our fete yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, did it rain in the fete?
Absolutely threw it down.
Yeah.
Luckily it was
Well, it
towards
start-
the-
yeah, it
about the last
started at
half hour,
2.
wasn't
Oh, it was the last half hour. Oh, that's good. That'll help
Yeah.
them all leave early, won't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
it
like
yeah,
at
it did make
Strawberry-
everyone just go.
at Strawberry Fair, if we're really happy if it rains a bit later on because they all
Yeah.
go home.
Phew,
Fantastic. We could pack up
That
early.
cider was
4,
strong.
3,
Flipping no.
2. And where was that then? Which,
it? It was Longstone.
oh,
Longstone.
Longstone. Yeah.
Flipping out. I had a small mouthful
Can't
of this
remember whether the
cider
fate
and
was
I was
supposed
giddy.
to be.
Oh, you like cider, don't you?
You'd
Yeah.
have loved
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Homemade
Amy would have
cider.
loved it. Yeah.
There was
Oh
some
my
cider
word.
left over as well.
Oh, you missed out there.
Oh well.
Oh well.
I had a nice weekend with Ben.
Nice.
Oh.
4, 3,
Ooh.
2, 1, and then. I've not had a chance to check out your Cadmus video yet. I will though. I've been. I was helped set up. Well, pack up and bring a few things and help. I was the sort of general dog's body for art one of my friends runs what they call it, a micro gallery, and they have exhibitions in it, but you can only fit about 5 or 6 people in max. So there was a big queue of people outside waiting to.
Oh, that's cute.
It's very weird. It's very London, and I was helping out, but there was a few amazing cats there that kept getting in the way, and they're. Transfer the way.
That's cooler.
Yeah, it's much cooler out here. It's very stuffy in there, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a sort. You could
But
like
we got a
smell
bit
the
of rain,
floorboards in
but
there.
it didn't last very long in London. So I was wondering what it was like around the rest of the place. It only
That's about
lasted about
20
20
minutes,
minutes.
Yeah, it was
It was
a
about
real
20 minutes.
thumpy. Yeah, really.
But it wasn't
nice.
that thumpy.
It was
just
nice
very.
though.
It was quite refreshing. We all went
Yeah.
out in it and went
Before it came, everyone was just
drenched.
like
Well, I was
Yeah.
in the
Sweating,
market,
it
so
was
I
just
didn't really notice
absolutely-
that much, apart from it hammering down on top.
yeah,
Well, that
yeah. It
must
was
have
like
sounded good.
monsoon where you just start dripping,
Okay, and then we just.
and
Yeah,
you think,
everything
"Am
we-
I ill?" You know.
Everything we got was undercover.
We were all undercover anyway, yeah. So that was all right. Yeah, there was only a couple of bits
just
got a bit
nice
wet.
and relaxed.
We had some of those little garden marquees around, so I mean there wasn't much side cover, but
Yeah.
it came straight down really. So.
Yeah. That marquee was good. Is that? Do we own that now then?
Sorry?
Do we own that big marquee then?
No,
Or
I
was it
think that was
rented?
from Longstow Hall.
Oh, it was
Oh,
hired, yeah.
that was nice of them.
I think
Okay,
they
take
were-
a slightly wider stance and just. And then we just do this. So this is a relatively new one. Yeah, I think because we've been shut away without. Normally we've got there's germs everywhere
We're more
all
robust.
the time, and your immunity builds up a certain tolerance. That's my theory. I mean, I might be talking complete and utter nonsense. But I always thought of the immune system as something that's a bit like going to the gym. And then we go into monkey pose. Monkey pose, that's it. So, I like this one. We're at. It's very nice. It's very nice for the back. So just shake it. I've been working on backs. I got a request in the Burwell class and also the Reach class for backs. It seems to be quite
Yes.
popular. Sorry?
Good thing to go.
Oh yeah. Well, everybody's, with gardening and stress and driving and. So just relax, breathing in and out. Oh, that's nice. So the longest day is it tomorrow or the next day? Because it
I
sometimes
always forget how it
varies.
works. The 21st is always in my head.
The 21st is
Yeah.
technically, but then the actual long day bit sometimes happens on either side, doesn't it? Depending on science.
Is
So
it longest day? The 20th.
just
but
turn.
the shortest night, the 21st. Is that how it works?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something anyway.
Now, about now.
Yeah, because it was very.
This is as good as it gets.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is very good.
And
And then it depends which part of the country you're in as well.
yeah,
anyway,
that's
doesn't
true.
it?
Because when
'Cause if
I
you're
was
in Scotland, you get 24 hours, don't you?
when I
Daylight.
was in the New Forest, their dawn was at a different time to the dawn in Cambridge.
Yeah, yeah.
Slightly different, not only by a few minutes, but it was still.
Enough to sort of freak you out, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
later.
Yeah.
It was different.
It'd have to be later.
I think it was, yeah, later. Yeah.
Sunrise in the east, that's in the west. And
Oh.
the forest is west of Cambridge.
Right, okay. Because in Scotland, I think it was earlier, wasn't it? Is that right?
I don't know, it depends where they are.
It depends where they are. Okay. Okay. Just do a little bit of open close. So we're not doing too much in open.
I think we did the 18 step last week.
We did the 18 step last week, but because we're fresh from our Bud 1 gin training, it would be nice to do the Bud 1 gin training, but it's probably better if
Sitting
we do
down.
it. We'll do the sitting down version first,
Yeah.
and then we'll do the standing up version. I think that's a better way, because then you can remember it easy rather than having to sort of stay upright at the same time. I mean, because he got through it quite fast, didn't he, Amy? Because we'd all done it before. And basically said, and it was incredibly hot. I mean, he was very hot, and we were all very hot. So we were let off for good behaviour early. Let off early for good behaviour. And he said, watch the video. So I'm going to have a look and see if I've got it in what you said, my span. Do you know when he sent it?
No, not without looking.
Not without looking, okay.
Well, you know the earliest you can have sent it.
Well, it would have been Thursday. It would have been the earliest, but I don't think, because it was so hot, it would have been Friday at the earliest.
So open close, what are we opening and closing?
We're
Is it a
opening
wing?
we're just opening. We're just opening the front and closing the back, and then we're opening the back and closing the front. So it's one of those ones you just have to do like a million times before you work out what's going on. It's one of Carell and Ever's, but Ever explains it much better. And and then we go up to shoulder height. It's a useful thing, the open close. It happens quite a lot in a lot of the forms and things that we do. So it's not going to rain again, is it? Or is it?
Yeah. Apparently a bit tomorrow, but on Wednesday.
Oh, good. Okay, that's not too bad then.
Or is it Thursday? I can't remember. This area, that's looking at local charts. There's a couple of days when it's supposed to rain. But it could be localised.
And head height. Yeah, because sometimes you get these microclimates, don't you? So who knows?
I think we're right here.
I think we're all right. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh. Okay, have a little shake out and grab a chair. I'll grab my chair. So yeah, it's just easier to pick things up. And what I'll do is I'll pause the recording and see if he sent me.
Oh, it's broke then.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Amy. So Amy did have it.
Hey.
So you just type in the email address and then it will do it. It's the same thing. So we just start get our posture just so like this, and we'll just start doing this just to kind of help wake up the lower back a bit. Don't worry if you get creaks. I've got a creaky chair, so that's fine. So you might want to put something under your feet, Amy. So if you move that closer to the green bit, move the chair closer, and then rest your feet on the grass. Then that should. There you go. Yeah, then that's a bit more. Yeah. So we'll go through it sitting down, just so then we're not having to concentrate too. Well, we will be concentrated, but so we're not having to work things out. I think they're the special creaking chairs, aren't they? But the problem is we can't use the posh chairs outside in case they get, mud all over them and stuff.
I think think we're quite sensible.
I think we'd be quite safe though if we'd had the posh chairs, but oh well. And then we go in the other direction. It's going to be very creaky, whoever's watching this on YouTube. Creaker size.
As long as it's not me.
At least, as long as it's not your spine and your hips making that noise, it's fine. That would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Okay, and then one more time.
Worse things.
And then we just hold that. It's nice and relaxed. Back in the middle. Back in the middle. Back in the middle. And okay, so the first movement. Hang on a minute. Did it have the PDF to go with it? I'm just trying to
You've
see.
got your email now, so you should be able to see.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look. Do I want a CPD certificate? Yes, I do. But, I can't remember what he called this one.
Stretching all the way through our body, not just stretching the arms up, but completely stretching down, the arms stretching up.
Oh, yeah.
The line is called palms raised to heaven. Try and get
Yeah,
a sense
palms raised to heaven. There we are. That was handy. Palms raised to heaven. So we'll do the first 4 and see how we're getting on. So they're called palms raised to heaven. So you interlock your fingers. You breathe in. And then you breathe out, stretch up and push down with your feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. So this is a way he was doing it. He did a couple of ways, didn't he, where he just kept the hands like that. But I prefer the way that splits. It just feels better. So that's what I'm doing. And we'll just repeat. So interlock the fingers, breathe in. Breathe out. Sink down. So sink the sitting bones down, press the feet down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So that's 4 times. How are we getting on? Have we got that?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
So that's lifting palms. to
So
heaven.
you interlock the fingers, you go up, you stretch, but when you stretch, push down with your feet and sink down with the sitting bones to kind of counterbalance, and then the arms come down. Let's just check. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, have another go. That's it. Brilliant. Okay, then we've got bend the bow to shoot the arrow, which is different in a chair than it is standing up. So you, like this, push down with the feet, you come up, and the hand that's in front, that's the hand that goes back, and then you sink, and you want your weight in the middle, and you want it out to the side, and you're looking to the side. And then open the arms, push down with the feet, there's a stretch upward, and then sink down with the sitting bones and look to the side and get your weight in the middle. That's it. Open, cross. Up, down, sink down, relax the shoulders. So my shoulders are quite low down. So that's bend the bow to shoot the arrow. I mean, we could do what Mark said. You can do 4 reps, you can do 7 reps, or you can do 8 reps of each movement. Do it 8 times, but we might try that out a bit later. We're just getting an idea for the first 4. The other one is stretching between heaven and earth. I think he called it that. I can check later by looking at the video, and I'm quite happy to just, if you do end up watching the video, just don't, we're supposed to, it was only for the people that were there, but it's a useful reference. I mean, we could watch it here and see it for ourselves. So stretching between heaven and earth, so you come up like that, palm up, and then the other hand comes. Now, because we're in a chair, we can't get the hand behind. He put the hand behind the back, but that will do. So there's a counter, so they're almost like going opposite directions from each other, and then you turn, chin tucked in, come back, and then swap down. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We'll do one more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And we've got wise owl turns its head. So breathe in. Breathe out. So sink the shoulders down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Very soft feathers. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I think that was 4 times, wasn't it? Yeah. So that's the first half, and then what Mark tends to do when you're doing sitting exercises, when we did it in the rehab course, we stopped halfway through for a bit of a wiggle break. So let's have a bit of a wiggle. Stretch up. Shake out. Shake a leg. Shake a leg. And then, oh, this is a good one. Like you're in the paddling pool. And then you get over and under. That's good as well. That one merges your stomach muscles. We won't do too many of that. And then you've also got, so you can,
That leg's working.
that works your tummy as well. Okay, so that's the first 4. Now, do we want to go through the first 4 again, or should we plough on and do the rest of them? Because we have done this
Do
before.
all that. Do the second
Let's do
4.
the second
then
4,
the 7 or 8
and
of
then do all of
everything.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next one is your hands like that. You go around and you look. It's called bear. Turns its head and wags its tail. You come around the front, and this is really And is there parking near where you are?
Just
And
park on the road.
just park on the road,
A
okay.
couple of you can get on the drive.
That's fine. I
The
mean,
rest
I'll
just
just
go
park on the
outside.
road and walk over, and
Yeah.
that could be quite fun. That would be like
Yeah.
because in the old days, were you there when we went to Joy's house and met Perry, her dog,
Yeah.
and we got the cake? Yeah, that was during the summer. So every now and then in the summer, I go round someone. We'd all go round someone's house and do tai chi there. It's great fun in their garden, and then have a bit of a little mini
Jolly.
kind of
Cup of
social
tea
afterwards. Little chinwag. It's great, really good. So that's number 5. Number 6 is punching with focus gaze. I do Eva's version. I don't do the version I learnt from him because I prefer the way she does it. So you breathe in, breathe out, and have a focus gaze or an angry gaze or piercing gaze, punching piercing gaze. So you want to do it very slowly. We just do 2 each. 3. Must have frightened him away.
He's probably looking for something anyway.
5. So we're doing 4 each side. 6. So it's good with a bird song, isn't it? Lovely. 8. And then the way Eva does it, she goes out to so just go nice and slow. 1 and then back.
Just don't
2.
punch me.
Yeah, that's it.
3. That's it. 4. 5. 6. And then it's nice, it's good, it's got a head turn, which I prefer actually. It gives your spine a bit of workout. 7 and 8.
Get them more loosening.
And then we do doubles. So we go 1, this is a bit faster. 2. So yeah, look what I'm doing. I'm sinking down as I go forward. I'm sinking down as I go forward. I'm staying upright. That's not upright, that's upright. Try it again. 2. So sink down with your sitting bones. That's it. 4. That's it. And we go out to the sides. 1, 2. It's a brilliant version. 3. I've never seen anyone else do it like that before either. 4. So that's punching with focus gaze, the Evica Scuba twist. Yeah, I don't know if she still does it like that. Right, the next one, she like this. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, if we were standing up, we go on tiptoes for this one. Breathe in. Breathe out, and then have the back of your hands on the back of the lower back, and then breathe in. Grab the toes, and then normally, if you were standing up, you'd straighten them, but obviously we can't do that sitting down. And breathe out, breathe in, and out, and it's like you do rooting down to finish off. So let's just do rooting down a bit first, just to make sure. So let's breathe in, turn the palms over, breathe out. Turn the palms over, breathe in, elbows forward, turn the palms over, breathe out. So this is the end bit. This is what we do at the end. We just breathe in, breathe out. Great. Okay, now we'll fit that on the end of the movement. So you don't interlock your fingers, you keep them next to each other. You come up, you breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. It's a lot more stretchified sitting down. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel that stretch. Feel that stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. This one's the most involved of all 8 movements, really. Breathe in. I'll show from the diagonal view. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So when you're doing it in a chair, you pause. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Just have a bit of a stretch. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. And the final one is you just lift your heels and just let them fall with gravity, but at the same time you just breathe in, breathe out, like that. So stay upright. You want to stay upright when you do it. Look, like this. You just let the arms drop. That's it. Very good. So 3, and he said do this 8 times. 4, I think he was 8, 5, 6, 7. I think this is to dispel disease or something. 8, shaking the body to dispel disease. I think it's called something like that. Well, it's good at the moment because of all the extra bugs we're having to deal with. We probably could do with a bit of dispelling the diseases. So, shall we go through all 8 sitting down, and then we'll do it standing up, and you can see the difference. How are we doing for time?
It's 22 minutes past 6.
And what time are you going to have to leave? Or are you all right? Brilliant.
Yes.
Okay.
I have to get to Morrison's before it closes.
Oh, you'll get, yeah. Very important. So, interlock the fingers, and we begin. So the breathing pattern's the one that he learnt in Malaysia. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Bend the bow, shoot the arrow. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So keep chin tucked in, breathe in. Turn, chin tucked in, sink the hips, breathe out. So you're going to pull back and sink the shoulders, sink the shoulders, sink the shoulders, drop the shoulders. Yeah, okay. Let's do that again with proper shoulders this time. So, like this. So it starts up high. Now sink your hips, sink your shoulders. We'll do that one more time. Sink the shoulders. That's it. So there's pulling, there's definitely this one pulls and this one pushes. So you get a stretch across the chest. And then we just come back. Stretching between heaven and earth. Stretch up. Stretch down. And look. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe out. One more time each side. That's 4 each side. I should have really done 4 each side for bend the bow, shoot the arrow, but it's a bit character building, so we'll... Wise owl turns its head. Breathe in. Breathe out. So very soft, very soft. Six. 7. And last one, 8. So I usually stop just with my hands on the lap when I'm doing the seated version. And then you put your hands on your hips and you come around in a circle. Bear creaks its chair. No, that's not the real name. And then you come around. So it's bear wags its tail and shakes its head. I think that's what it's called. So we just do the tail wagging, but there is a bit, if you look at it online, they do a thing where they come back like that, but that's not the version that he did in Malaysia. And I'd need to learn it off an actual person rather than the video, because it's a little bit subtle. Right, I've lost count, so let's do one more each side. That'll do. Okay, and then the stretching up. Oh no, we don't do it like that. We do it without the interlocking. Breathe out. I think it was the earth and sky or something. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push down with the feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Breathe in. One more time. Breathe out. I like this one the best actually. It's got a lot more breathing. You can feel it doing really good things. Breathe out.
I think my favourite is the owl.
Breathe out.
I like the owl.
I like the owl as well. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm punchy with focus gaze. Oh, I should have done that one before it. Oh well, never mind. So I do slow ones and then we do the fast ones when we do the doubles. Okay, we'll just do 4. 1, 2, otherwise we'll be here all day. 3, 4, and then 1, 2. I like this one. 3, 4. Sink down. That's it. Then out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Like you're shaking water off your hands. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. Okay, so let's have a little bit of a. We'll do the wiggle. Do the wiggle. Forward and back. This one. And then we're going to do the running chicken. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's good. Then we can stand up. So we'll put the chairs out the way. We might come back to those. We might do a little bit of seated mindfulness, just a little mini one, not like a huge one like what, because Mike's now, he went on some courses, meditation courses, and he's meditating for 40 minutes a day, 40.
Crikey.
Because it started with, you build it, you start it from like 15 or 20, and then you build it, and then I do between 5 and 10, like in the morning and in the evening, and it does definitely help. But the thing is, like everything, the more you do, the more you get out of it. So we were saying that in the Tai Chi class, if you do 5 minutes of Tai Chi every day, that's good. But if you did 10 minutes of Tai Chi a day, you'd be feeling a lot better. So it's like, I'll just check, because I don't want to. I think we should have a bit of a. I think we'll go through the Bud One Gin again, and we're not going any faster than this. Is this pace okay? Brilliant. Yeah. So before we do the Bud One Gin standing up, let's just do a little bit more loosening, because I'm really into loosening. I like the name Wise Owl Looks Around, and I've also got some nice associations with owls, because I went to this place where they have like a convalescence home for things like birds of prey and owls, and they have an owl that's like has an ambassadorial role, who goes around schools and care homes and basically gets cuddled a lot. And a bit like my friend Heather and her hedgehog, she had that hedgehog that follows her everywhere and gets
Loved.
cuddled. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, but the ones I like the one, the quite involved one, because I can feel it doing really good things for my body. I like the owl one, but I also quite like Bend the Bow, Shoot the Arrow, but not if I do it the full 8 times each side because your legs explode. So we'll try maybe doing that one 6 times just to get the feel for it. But he got us doing it for ages, didn't he? And I was like, oh, I'm sick of this now. Oh, can we stop? It was a bit.
Was it for people who've never done the bad one at all?
Well, in theory it was, but in practice, all the people that were there, I recognised most of them being there the first time he did it on. In fact, he might have even done it twice. I've done it at least twice with him, and we all knew we were all doing, because we'd all done it before and we'd all obviously all practiced a bit. It was kind of good enough, and it was so hot. It was hard to think. So I think he did right, letting us off early.
Did I find the t-shirt contact you well?
Not yet, or if you have it went in the wrong. There's been some email.
I have a funny feeling I didn't, because I got it Tuesday night, and that's when I was taking it.
I suspect. Oh, then you wouldn't have. No, I suspect what will probably happen. It's going to be easier for us to just get new T-shirts, I think, rather than go and get printed. I did run that by Mike, and we will find out. It depends how much these are. Oh yeah, I mean I might get some done anyway, because I've got a pink T-shirt that I'd quite like. You know, I want to try different colours out and stuff, and one with a collar on. I think that might be quite nice, but it's just everything's been up in price. Okay, so movement number 1. So this one, you interlock the fingers. Here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. This is a nice beginning movement, actually. So remember, watch the alignment of your knees. Knees in line with the toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm just sticking with a 4. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now the next one comes with a government health warning. So, round. Bring the foot in. Raise the hands up. And then step out into bow and arrow stance. And then go into the middle. Bend the bow, shoot the arrow. Drop the elbows. Drop the shoulders. Drop the shoulders. And you're pulling, and then pull. So there's a stretch between the arms. Then you scoop. Come up. This is the bit that murders your legs, because you have to stay low. Then you come up. And this is the hand that's on the outside. That's the hand that's going to pull the bow. And the hand on the inside, that's the one that's you're sighting, where the arrow's going to fire from. And then you step out, heel, toe. And then as you sink your weight 50-50, the hands, the elbows stretch apart. And you sink down. It's like you're sitting on something. And then you come in, come up to the middle. I'll come in a bit, because otherwise I'm going to fall off the edge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull. So you should be feeling a backwards with the elbow and a forward with the palm of the hand. So you get a stretch across the chest. Sink down. Breathe. In. Breathe. Can you feel it working your legs? He did this one forever, didn't he?
Yeah.
I was just like, at one point it got a bit like, oh my goodness, is he going to actually stop? I think we did it 8 times each side. I thought that was a bit cruel and unnecessary, really. We're just doing it 4. That's plenty. Unless I lose count, then who knows. I think this is the third one, isn't it? This is the third one. And then... But the more you do it, the stronger, because it's really worked your bone density, this. Really good. Sit down. And then last one. Thank goodness for that. Oh. Have we got characters built now? Let me come back. That's the Robin Hood, yeah. I mean, I've got a bit of a soft spot for that last one because I saw a wonderful video of on the horseback Japanese archery.
Wow.
And they have this really calm facial expression, and they're on a horse, dum da dum da. I mean, and then they lift and they go like that, and then poof, and then oh, it's fantastic. So check out Japanese horseback archery. I think it's called Kyodo or something.
Wow.
And they wear these amazing clothes, and they're all very and it just looks. It's like watching a beautiful art thing. It's lovely. So check it out. From a horseback.
In Hungary.
Yeah.
It was Hungary.
Oh, the Hungarians, yeah, they're really into that. But they do their own version, the Hungarian from a horse, doing the archery. But they're one of my friends is a folk musician he's a longbowman. He's a longbowman, so he's developed a bit of a slight strange shape to his body because of the way the musculature shapes itself around the bow, whereas the Japanese people they do something else, and they're all quite sort of slender, and it's beautiful. Check it out. But anyway, movement number 3. So breathe in, and then what you do is you bring this around the back, and then you turn with it around the back, and that kind of adds to the stretch. Then you come back, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And you can get a really nice turn. Breathe in, breathe out. Sink down, so bend the knees. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Bend the knees, breathe out. Breathe in. With the breathing pattern, I find it's quite calming. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And then he normally does that when he remembers. There's that thing. He didn't do much of the punctuation bit in the middle this time. It was a bit, but never mind. So number 4. Wise owl looks around. So, you know, pick your favourite type of an owl and imagine your... So, breathe in. You turn, breathe out. It's a nice gentle way of stretching the neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. It's got very peaceful kind of feel to it. many was that?
About 6.
About 6. All right, let's do one more each side. I thought so. I felt we were a bit short of owls. Let's do one more. Let's beat a cut. That's more like, that's better, isn't it? Great. Okay, the next one, you want to get into a big stance. Now let me just demonstrate this first. So you turn like that, then you swing, and the hips counterbalance, and then you look like a really fierce bear. Rah. That's it. And so this leg is slightly more straight than the other, but they're still a bit bent. And then you go round and look. Round and look. I quite like this one. I like all of them really. Round and look. Okay, through it third time. And last one each side. There are some more convoluted versions of this online. Do check them out. I like them, but I just can't do them because I've not been shown how. But they do a kind of thing where they go like that, and then like that, and then they come back, and then they go like that, and then they kind of do this wiggly thing in the middle. Reset. And it looks kind of cool, but I'm not sure, because when I did it with Mark, we just did a very plain version, and I actually quite like plain things. It's just easier to do than all these wiggly, because and I've got another version of the owl looks around. Instead of we actually hang on, it's like that, and then you do it the other side. I've done that before, which is quite cool, but this is so much easier.
It's more like owl looks round and flutters its wings.
Yeah, that's more like owl goes to the disco, isn't it? You know, if you, I used to, yeah, he just does this kind of
magical owl.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a bit. So I don't do that one more complicated, but I do Eva's version. So we're getting to a horse stance. Breathe in, breathe out. We just don't go slowly for them ones, and sink. 2. We'll do 4 each side. 2. Do it properly. 3. You don't have to go in as big a horse stance as me. You could have a smaller horse. I don't mind. I'm doing it because I want to practice, but you might have a life, you know. And one more time. And then out to the side. Right. So stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Sink in the middle. That's it. 3. 4. And then my favourite bit, so you want to kind of let the gravity drop, which fires off your fists. 1. Oh, I love this. 2. 3. Sink down. 4. Stay upright. And then 1. 2. 3. 4. So just for those of you, for the viewers at home, I'll show you that from the side. So when you do the fun bit, I love that bit. Look, I go down. 1, 2. So I'm not going forward at all. And then when I do the outside, look, I stay. I'm doing that. So I'm letting the gravity drop. Poof. It's a bit like if you're doing the Chuan punching. Boom, boom. You let the gravity drop. Boom, bah, bah. Do the fire it off. It's that sort of Farjin thing. And we've also done a bit of Farjin when we've done part of the Wild Horses Main in the Friday class. It's quite fun. Just it's quite nice, quite uplifting. Okay, that was number 6. So number 7 is the convoluted one. So you go like this, breathe in, you breathe out, and you go up on your tippy toes. Breathe in and out. So I go down on this bit because it's easier than falling over. And then the back of the hands, breathe in, breathe out. Now this is the bit where I grab the toes, breathe in, and straighten the legs, and it merges your hamstrings. Then you breathe out, scoop up the inside of the legs, sink your sitting bones down, knees in line with the toes, like you've got a big heavy ball. Then breathe in, turn, breathe out. So I'm probably overemphasising the rooting down bit, but that's a nice familiar movement and I quite like that. So let's do that again. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. So the complicatedest one is right near the end, which is sensible. Breathe out. Grab the toes, breathe in, straighten the legs. Breathe out, drop the sitting bones, knees in line with the toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Everything comes down together. It's just a lot easier. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, straighten the legs. Breathe out, drop. Come upright. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then one more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And then 8 times. 1, 2, 3. Chin tucked in. 4, 5. So you just let them drop. You're not trying to throw the 7 and 8. It's good, isn't it? It's a nice set. It's a nice set. So this set is, what is the time now?
53.
Oh my goodness me. This set is hundreds and hundreds of years old because they've found drawings of it from like centuries ago, and probably, you know, so it's very old, and there's many different versions. There's the official version, so if you look on YouTube at the moment, you'll basically see the same version over and over again. With a bit of digging, you can see other versions, and they're pretty good. I learnt the strange version in Newcastle where you were doing the owl, which I can't remember quite how to do it, but it feels great when you do the wiggly owl. But I might phone Ferris up and say, can you remember it? Because he taught it, because I asked him and I learnt it off him, and I did a seminar and then went to see him separately. But by which time he'd started doing other things and wasn't really interested anymore. I think we should do the first third of the 24 step to finish off, and then we should get off early for good behaviour really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the normal direction. I'll go over here. Actually, let's put the. I don't think we'll need these anymore. I'll pop that over there. I can put them away, and we'll just go through. Let's go through. Let's go through the. I'll go over here, and then hopefully, yeah, I'm still on the. And then I'll start facing that way, set us off, and we're just going to go to the end of step back and repulse the monkey, nice and steady pace. So breathing in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out and begin. So raise the hands up. Breathe in, drop the elbows. Bring the hands in. Breathe out, sink down. I will turn around now. Back further away. Turn. Push out. Gather under, hold the ball. And then step. Part the wild ones you've made. Sink back and turn. Step in, step out, second time, part the wild horse's mane. Take it to the back foot, turn inside corner, turn to the outside corner. Last time, step. Part the wild horse's mane. 2, 3, sink back. 4, sink forward. And 5, cat step. This time side step with the right foot, grasp the sparrow's tail, right crane spreads its wings. 20% of the weight in the front foot, drop the right arm, left arm over the top, hold forward. Brush knee and twist, brush knee and push, sink back and turn, sink forwards, brush knee and push, sink back and turn, sink forward one more time, brush knee and push. Oh, just about enough room before I jumped onto the path. This time, spear hand, cut down, left foot, in rooster stance, play the peacock. Left rooster stance, step back and pulse the monkey, 1, turn, 2, turn to the front, 3, step out and back, 4, transfer the weight, 1, turn, 2, turn, 3, step, 4, transfer the weight, 1, 2, 3, step, 4, transfer the weight, one more time, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nice. Nice. Okay, any questions? Any questions? Oh, it's alright, wasn't it?
Yes, doing that sit down side.
The
was
sit
nice
down,
doing
doing
it
it
sat
sitting down first, I
Yeah.
think worked better because then we didn't need to worry about where our weight was going. And I did it this morning and it seemed to work better. But obviously I didn't do as many repetitions with them because they'd have exploded and not come back. So
I'd have been happy doing some more of the
but
sort of warm-up exercises sat down as well.
yeah,
They
you
were
can
quite
do
fun.
those ones sitting down.
Some quite fun ones.
Those ones you
weren't
can
they?
do sitting down,
Yeah.
which are great. I've been doing a new warm-up exercise. Actually, I'll show it to you. You start here, and then you reach out as if you're doing goalkeeping. Well, not that I've ever goalkeeped, but it looks like a sort of thing a goalkeeper. So you start here, and then you go like that, and then you go like that, and then you go like that. Try it out. Let's give it a go, just so you, because I like learning new things. So you start here like this with the hands, and then you transfer your weight, and then you stretch that way. And you can feel a nice stretch, and then you come back to the middle, stretch, come back to the middle, stretch. This is one I've been working on myself, come back to the middle. I try and do it most days. So I've been doing that one most days. I've been doing the windmills, and I've also been doing this one from the Tai Chi Fitness. That one, and then that one. Most days. And that's just sort of to get the heart, it gets your heart going. And also for the leg strength and the Garuda, I'm trying to do that maybe 3 times a week now. Just because it's good. And anything that sort of works the bone density seems like a sensible thing to do. But I like that one. It's kind of, it looks a bit silly as well. I like those ones, but I can feel it's doing nice things for me. And windmills, I'm still trying to do. Did I do windmills with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Still haven't
started.
managed it, but then
Look, I've got this far. It's got better, hasn't it? I've been doing that most days, and it's really good because it does the upper back. Oh, I better do it the other side. But I've been doing it with a weight transfer, and it seems to work better with a weight transfer than before. I was staying in the middle, but actually, if you move the weight and turn and sink the hips, it seems to work better, and you don't have to convolute so much. Okay, let's. Yeah. See, that was worth 35 quid, wasn't it, Amy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I'd know it, because if he had 20 people paying 35 quid,
Incredible.
that's not bad for 2.5 hours of work, is it? 700 quid.
Individually, £35 not that
He didn't
bad.
have to pay no hall hire. I mean, you pay a bit higher for using Zoom, but you know. It's,
Amazing.
but then he's been teaching since the 80s, so he's got the rep. Okay, here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice session today.
Yeah,
good.
It's nice.
very pleasant. Actually.
Yeah, it's
Went
nice.
quick.
And it went fast, didn't it?
really went quick.
Very.
Amazed I lasted it out.
But we weren't, we didn't do a boot camp. I leave the boot camp type things to Mike, really. You can do a lot even if you go slow, actually. So I'd much rather do it steady and get it right and not be in a hurry and get it right than just sort of muscling on through.
Are there many that are just 8 things to do? And most of them sort of 12
They seem to like the
24.
number 8s, 12s, 64s. I think it's probably to do with the I Ching or the numerology. It features quite strongly in that neck of the woods. 7s and 3s, 8s and 64s, so 12s.
8's doable though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, if you did all those movements 8 times each, you would be super fit. Super fit. So it is worth doing it, but I'd stick with a 4 and then build yourselves up gradually. Maybe go through it once 4 times each, have a bit of a break, and then do another 4 lots. That would be a good way of doing your 8 without it being too much of a killer, you know. And then just check your posture so we're nice and you're developing this real feeling of the solidity, so it's the outside the softness of cotton, inside the temper of steel. So it's like, you'd squidge it and then it'd be this real, oh gosh, what's going on there then? It's like this real, so one way of looking at it is like you've got a steel bar inside your body, you've just got this. Or another way of looking at it is having this fluffy bit of cotton with a sharp needle in, if you want. That's another way of looking at it, but I think I'm more of a sort of out softness but with a real solidity. Yeah. Okay. So a mini meditation at the end. Make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together and back. Yeah, well done. That was lovely. That was very nice. So hope you all enjoyed that on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.
Ah, okay.